In this episode of Legends, we take a look at the life and career of the incredibly successful rally driver, Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz was born on April 12, 1962 in Madrid. Early on he showed a natural ability for sports, achieving the Spanish championship crown in squash. He also caught the eye of the famous Spanish football team Real Madrid, who offered him a trial. Carlos's debut in rallying was in 1980. He stated how hard it was to break into the World Championship. He elaborates in the following clip on why it was so difficult.
Obviously it was very difficult for a Spaniard because at that time we did not have a Spanish World Rally Championship. We didn't have an event. The Spanish driver in the Spanish Championship, we were competing in asphalt. If you're a good rally driver, you should be able to win in Kenya, in Monte Carlo, in Thousand Lakes, in England, everywhere. Wow. Why it's like that? One day I have to change that. One day, and I was very anxious to do that, to prove that.
In the Spanish Championship, he finished runner-up in 1986 in a Group B Renault 5 Turbo. The following 2 years he was crowned champion, driving the now iconic Ford Sierra RS Cosworth. In 87 he was given his first taste of the World Rally Championship with an appearance at the Tour de Corse and RAC Rally. He broke into the top 10 in both events. His first full season in the WRC came in 1988 with his new co-driver Luis Moya. Luis didn't hesitate to take the vacant seat, and thus their racing partnership was born. A partnership that would last an incredible 15 years. His maiden season was a year of learning. The Ford Sierra struggled against the more dominant four-wheel drive cars. Carlos was ambitious, and as the season came to a close, he departed for a new team. In '89, Carlos joined Toyota Team Europe. The season started with 4 retirements, but Carlos bounced back with 3 podiums. His teammate Juha Kankkunen was already 2-time world champion and gave the team and the Celica their debut win in Australia. Undeterred, Carlos continued to push hard and was on pace to win the final event, the RAC Rally. Unfortunately, mechanical issues robbed him of the win, but he still finished second. The 1990 season was a more dominant affair. Carlos claimed multiple victories along the way, showing his talent in becoming the first non-Scandinavian to win the Nordic Rally. He secured his first World Rally Championship in emphatic style, winning 4 rounds that year. The 1991 season saw an epic battle between Carlos and previous teammate Kankkunen. Records were broken by both drivers, with the highest points tally and wins of 2 drivers in one season. It was close to the bitter end. With Sainz leading Kankkunen by 1 point going into the final round, Kankkunen took the final win at the RAC Rally, securing his 3rd world title. The 92 season saw Carlos battle hard against rivals Kankkunen and Oriol. With incredible wins at the Rally of Catalunya and the Safari Rally, he managed to end the season with his 2nd world title. With Castrol becoming a main Toyota sponsor, a brand that clashed with his personal sponsor Repsol, he made a dramatic move to drive a Lancia with private team Jolly Club. Carlos did everything he could during the season, but unfortunately, it was the end for Lancia. They permanently withdrew from the WRC at the end of the season. 1994 saw Subaru-backed ProDrive give Carlos a seat alongside Colin McRae. The Subaru was quick and he finished his first season 2nd in the championship. The 95 season saw the rivalry between Carlos and youngster McRae increase. Controversy followed when McRae was ordered to give Carlos the win at the Portuguese rally. McRae refused, causing his team to literally stand in the middle of the road to slow him down. It transpired, however, that McRae would get a time penalty, giving Carlos the victory. At the final event, the RAC Rally, McRae called upon all his experience of his home terrain to win the event, securing him the Drivers' Championship by just 5 points. Carlos joined Ford for the next 2 years driving an Escort Cosworth. It, however, proved to be no match for the mighty Evo and Impreza. With his return to Toyota for the 98 and 99 season, he won the first event, the Monte Carlo Rally, and despite a mixed season, he was on course to clinch another title, needing just 4th at the RAC Rally. However, only 300 metres from the finish of the last stage, he was forced to retire with a mechanical problem. As a result, both 98 titles went to Mäkinen and Mitsubishi. The following year would be a mediocre one, with 8 podiums and no win for the Spaniard. Ford would become Sainz's home for the second time and for the next 3 years, alongside none other than Colin McRae. In brief, Carlos won Rally Cyprus in 2000 and managed third in the driver's standings, but 2001 would see no such victory. His reliability kept him in championship contention until slipping to 6th near the back end of the season. 2002 was a strange affair, with an inherited victory at Rally Argentina due to Peugeot's disqualification being his only win of the season. With Ford choosing a different direction in 2003, both drivers made a move to Citroën, racing the Zara WRC car with Carlos winning only one event. The following year would be his last full season in the WRC. He did flirt with 2 more events in 2005 under Citroën's invite, but this would be his last contribution, leaving an incredible legacy behind. Despite being in his 40s, Carlos showed he still had title ambitions, and so began his journey toward racing in the Dakar Rally. 2006 saw him finding his feet, and the following year he finished in the top 10. However, 2008 was his breakthrough year, winning the relocated Dakar Rally, which was renamed the Central European Rally. In 2009, Carlos was in the lead of the event, until crashing out on the 12th stage. This shows how notoriously demanding and dangerous this event is on man and machine. Next year saw him change his co-driver, and with all his experience, skill and determination, he took his maiden win of a real Dakar Rally, proving he still had the magic. 2011 saw a podium finish. He chose to sit out 2012, however he returned the following year in the Demon Jeffries buggy, winning the first stage but later retiring with engine failure. 2015 saw Carlos moving to his former WRC rivals Peugeot. His Dakar woes struck again with retirements in 2015, 16 and 17. His determination eventually paid off, and in 2018 he took his second Dakar win and his first for Peugeot. 2020 saw Carlos show a dominant display of driving by taking 4 stage wins and the overall victory. He became not only the first winner of the new era of the Dakar in Saudi Arabia, but managed to win this prestigious endurance rally with 3 different manufacturers. There is no doubt that Carlos should be crowned one of the greatest drivers of all time, and as of this recording, Carlos has 42 Dakar stage victories, 26 WRC round wins, 3 Dakar crowns, and an impressive 3 World Rally Championships. Forever cementing Carlos Sainz as a legend.